So Lucas is starting to warm up to Leo a little bit more. Like, he will engage in some play with him. So he is starting to get a little bit warmer towards his brother. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Heathwyn, and today we are back to play some more of our Growing Together expansion Let's Play, where we are exploring some of the gameplay in the recent Growing Together expansion pack. In our last episode, Caroline and Shayla had a second child. They had another little boy named Leo, and their first child, Lucas, aged from an infant into a toddler. And Lucas is having a little bit of trouble adjusting to having a sibling, and he's developed the aggressive quirk for his toddler years. So Shayla and Caroline definitely have their hands full with these two. And if we come over here in game, it is a Wednesday evening. The kids are still kind of getting themselves adjusted to each other. So our Sims are recently married. We have Shayla, who uses they, them pronouns. Shayla is in the law career. They're currently a paralegal, and they have some things that they need to be working on to get themselves promoted and going farther. Shayla is cheerful, family-oriented, outgoing, a genius, and ambitious. So they have added some additional traits. They were originally outgoing, ambitious, and a genius. And then through self-discovery, they have discovered that they're also cheerful and family-oriented, mainly from the time that they have spent interacting with the two boys. They really kind of discovered that while they do have this ambitious side to them, they also very much are into their family and caring for them. Caroline is their spouse. Caroline wants to be a super parent and is very focused on parenting. She works from home. She writes children's books and publishes them. So she does a lot of the primary care for both Lucas and Leo, but she does get a lot of really good support from Shayla. So Caroline originally began as creative, childish, and family oriented. And then she has discovered that she's also cheerful, and she is a bit of an overachiever. We think that Shayla's ambition kind of rubbed off on her a little bit, and she was having success publishing her children's books. And so that kind of affected the way that Caroline perceived herself, and so she became a bit of an overachiever. We then have Lucas, who is the firstborn. Lucas is silly. He did get the top-notch infant trait because he aged up really well. He is a heavy sleeper, he loves books, and he is aggressive. As far as his toddler milestones, he's thrown a tantrum. Again, it came when his brother arrived. He's read his first book, celebrated a birthday, but he still has some work to do. He hasn't been a toddler all that long, so he's got some skills that he's going to be working on. He's very imaginative with his loving books, so his imagination skill is the highest, but he's still working on other stuff. And then finally, we have little Leo, who is our infant. He's just in here chilling out. He just aged up. So Leo is an intense infant, so that should be fun. I did make a couple of slight changes to the house. I moved Lucas's toddler bed into the second bedroom so he would have his own room, and then freed the nursery up for Leo. And I added a rug in here, and I moved some of the toddler toys over here into Lucas's room. Caroline is going to work on a book, and we'll have Shayla come do some tummy time with Leo. We don't know any of Leo's quirks yet. Oh no, Lucas has woken up. He's had a nightmare, and he's in here all by himself crying. And he actually got a milestone for that, for his first nightmare. So Caroline has put Leo down to bed, so we're gonna get him going with a lullaby, and then she's gonna come in and give Lucas a little bit of comfort to try to reassure him that it's okay, it was just a bad dream. Like, it's all right, it was a bad dream, it wasn't real, you don't need to be afraid. But he is not going to want to go back to sleep for a little bit. So we're going to engage with him some, and then once he's ready to go back to sleep, Caroline will put him back to bed. All right, Lucas has calmed down, so Caroline's bringing him over and putting him on the bed, and she's like, here, let me read you a story and help you forget about your bad dream, and you can go back to sleep. She's reading him a book about dinosaurs. He loves books, so he loves being read to. Apparently it was a dinosaur's birthday. It was a big dino birthday party. So something to give him some happier dreams so that he can sleep better. And he has reached level 4 of the imagination skill. Good job, Lucas. Oh, Leo has woken up and he is awake and angry. We're gonna send Caroline in to pick him up. Shayla is gonna go back to sleep because Shayla does have to work in the morning. Caroline is like, you go back to bed, I will go tend to Leo. And Caroline needs to like put him down because she really needs to go to the bathroom. So this is definitely Caroline's life. It is like 4 in the morning. She is up doing some tummy time with Leo because he is awake and like not about going back to sleep right now. So he's struggling with tummy time, but she's here encouraging him. And Leo has unlocked the lift the head milestone. So he is moving in the right direction with his motor skills. Caroline is going to make some breakfast. She's going to make some pancakes this morning for breakfast while he just kind of chills here and looks at his toys and poops his pants. Leo unlocked the reach milestone. Caroline just got peed on. Leo has peed on his caregiver and he is a free air tinkler. So this is likely to happen whenever he gets changed. Good job, Leo, peeing on your mom. Oh, Leo's also a self-soother. So while he is intense, he can self-soothe. So he very easily went down for a nap here in his crib without too much of a fuss. All right, so Shayla has headed off to work. Caroline is working on her next children's book. And Lucas is up. He's happily eating some pancakes for breakfast because he is able to manage all of that on his own. And he's also going to spend some time reading a book this morning. Caroline draws a lot of inspiration from her children's books, from both Lucas and Leo now. So much of her inspiration comes from them. Oh, and it looks like we have a sad Leo in here. Now, Lucas really does like to watch his mom and just see everything that she's doing. He is not a huge fan of having his sibling, and it definitely has brought out like a mean side to him. So Caroline kind of has to keep an eye on him. Okay, Leo has learned to coo. Very good. So because Lucas is aggressive, he really likes this kind of rougher play style. Like this is something that he really likes. And Caroline will engage in this with him because it's a healthier way for him to kind of get out his aggression than, say, like biting or kicking, which are things that he can do as an aggressive toddler. You know, she certainly doesn't want him doing that to his brother. So she's engaging in this kind of play with him to really help him kind of harness that aggression and bring it out in a healthy way. And it works because he's feeling really energized from that and it feels pretty good. So Shayla has come home and immediately it came up to Lucas to kind of give him a hug. They know that like Lucas is having a hard time with his younger sibling. So they're trying to be really attentive to that and make sure that he still feels loved by both his parents. Leo has learned to roll over onto his back. So that's an exciting milestone. And Shayla's gotten up and is really excited. They were here to see it, which they have missed a lot of milestones because they do have to work outside the home. Oh no, Leo just had his first blowout. And I think Shayla is going to tend to that for Caroline. Okay, so Caroline finished her book, so she is going to sell that off to the publisher so she can earn some more royalties. So Shayla's in here giving Leo a bath, and then they're going to put him to bed. Caroline has gone to bed early because she had gotten up super early with Leo, and so she was feeling really tired, and Shayla was like, you go to bed, I've got this, I'll get him put to bed, it'll all be fine. So the kids are all off to bed, Caroline's asleep, Shayla's working on their court documents, and their big focus with the weekend coming up is going to be on passing the lawyer's exam. So that is on their radar for this weekend. They're going to take that exam and try and get that done. And it's a good thing that Caroline went to bed early because Leo is now awake and very much hungry and ready to eat. So we'll have Caroline come and tend to him. And then she has some of her own needs that she needs to get sorted out, like some food and a shower. He is just like having such a tough time. Caroline is trying to feed him and it is just not working. He is resisting it at like all costs. There we go. He's finally decided to eat. Oh, good. And Lucas is now awake and ready to eat too. Fortunately, there are still some pancakes. He can come get himself some pancakes. Leo has now learned how to laugh. And he has also unlocked the grab milestone. So Lucas is starting to warm up to Leo a little bit more. Like, he will engage in some play with him. So he is starting to get a little bit warmer towards his brother. Caroline is filthy and needs a shower in a major way. And actually, Lucas needs a bath as well. Everybody needs a bath, but Shayla also needed a bath. So Shayla's in there taking one. They need to head off to work too. The sink is broken. Things are a little chaotic in the Pratt-Howard household at the moment. All right, Shayla's headed off to work. Caroline has gotten her needs taken care of, so she can now give Lucas a bath because he is stinky and needs one, and continue on with the day. So Lucas does need to work on his communication skill, so I think after Caroline is done giving him a bath, we'll have her teach him how to talk so that he can learn that skill. Lucas is a little bit hard of hearing, so that's probably why his communication skill has developed a little bit slower. It's harder for him to hear. He does have a hearing device that helps him with that. So Caroline is really wanting to put some extra attention towards him to help him with his communication, help him be able to speak and use sign language as he needs to, and just kind of give him a little bit more of a boost with that communication. Right, Caroline is starting to make more monies and royalties, so we have 300 simoleons today. Oh no. Shayla has developed the fear of unfulfilled dreams. Everyone's favorite fear. So we'll have to work on that. I think it's probably because we haven't been meeting any of their wants. So we will need to do that. And that reminds me, we should probably also focus on Caroline. Caroline wants to give Lucas a hug. So after he's done potty training, we'll have Caroline give him a hug so that she doesn't also develop the fear of unfulfilled dreams. But it could be that Shayla has developed that fear because they're not advancing as quickly through the law career as they had hoped. They got their law degree and they had to start at the bottom when they moved to San Sequoia. And that, I think, has been a little bit frustrating for them. So I think that could be why Shayla has developed that fear. They're just really worried that they're never gonna fulfill that dream of being a lawyer. Oh no! Lucas just bit Caroline. That's not good. Okay, we do need to, though, let's see, discipline recent behavior. We're going to firmly tell him not to be mean. She's like, we do not bite. It is not okay to bite other people. You could hurt them, and we don't want you hurting people. All right, Leo is awake and hungry, so we need to go tend to that one. And Lucas is needing a little bit of a nap. So while he naps, Caroline is going to give some attention to Leo, do some more tummy time, kind of work on him, developing some of those motor milestones. Actually, they can practice sitting. Maybe we'll do that. We'll have Caroline practice sitting with him. He has rolled over, so he is able to work on his sitting skills. So Caroline's gonna come over here and practice getting him to sit. He's a little wibbly wobbly. That's so cute. Oh, now he has unlocked the roll to tummy milestone. So he didn't quite make it with the sitting, but he was successful with rolling onto his tummy. So that was good. Okay, Shayla has come home from work. They are feeling really tense. They need some amusement. They also want to have 2 silver dates with their spouse. So I think we're going to have them go on a date. It's Friday night. I think they both could really use a night out. So we're gonna have Shayla come up and ask Caroline to go out on a date. They can go out, they can do something, and really just try to enjoy themselves. We had tried this once before to have them go see a movie, and it didn't really go as well. They didn't enjoy the movie. We're gonna try that again. I think that for Shayla, you know, they've had a long day at work. They're really tired. Caroline's also really tired. So I think they really like the idea of just going and seeing a movie and just being able to kind of relax and focus on that and not worry about anything else. But they do need to do some like interacting with each other. and just kind of like taking a few moments to sort of catch up. So they're gonna go into the library and just talk to each other a little and just find out all that's been going on. So Shayla is asking Caroline about her day and how things went with the kids. And Caroline's like, it was pretty good. The kids were well behaved. You know, we did have a little bit of an incident with Lucas biting me, but we really worked on him and his language skills, and he's coming a long way. All right, so now that they've had like a few moments to kind of catch up with each other, they're gonna come over and watch a movie. And I think they tried to see a romance the last time, and that didn't really go very well. So what if let's go watch The Great Pickle Capers. It's a comedy. They're both really cheerful Sims. I think they could both stand to use a little bit of amusement, and I think they're kind of both in that mood. So, and it's a rainy day, so it's really a good day to go see a movie. So they're heading off to the movie theater, and they're going to watch a comedy. Oh no, it looks like Shayla didn't enjoy the movie. They're feeling embarrassed. Boo, bored. Shayla feels rather unenthused after leaving the theater. The comedy movie was unsettlingly unfunny. So Shayla did not enjoy the comedy. And neither did Caroline. Neither one of them liked it. All right, so comedy movies are out for them. That's not so good. But their date did go pretty well. They're both tired and ready to head back home. So they are really tired, so they are going to divide and conquer. Shayla is going to go put Lucas to sleep, and Caroline is going to go put Leo to sleep, and then they can go to bed themselves. Leo learned to sit up in his bed, so that was good. Shayla is chasing Lucas everywhere to put him to bed. He's really tired, but he's resisting sleep. All right, they finally managed to wrangle Lucas into his bed, so they're reading him a story before they go to sleep themselves. Well, Leo has woken up, so it's time to get up and start the baby care day yet again. Okay, cool. Leo has unlocked the Babble milestone. So for his milestones, with fine motor, he's learned to grab, he's learned to reach, he's had quite a few firsts, he's got a lot of his gross motor going, he's got some good social happening. So I think once Caroline gets herself kind of taken care of and ready to go, he's gonna come play with these blocks for right now, and then I think we'll have him try some of his first food. Maybe once Shayla wakes up and they can do that together. So it is Saturday, and Shayla needs to go take their lawyer exam, and they have a time scheduled at the library, so they're going to head off to the library. Caroline's going to stay home with the boys so that Shayla can really focus on their exam and what they're doing, because they really want to move forward in the law career. They really want to start actually practicing, and that is necessary for them to be able to do that. Shayla has gone off to take their law exam. This is what's needed for them to move up in the law career. So they were really nervous about it, and they had it scheduled for today on Saturday. And Caroline was like, you go and you do this. I've got the boys. Everything will be okay. And maybe since Caroline has the boys, maybe they'll head over to the rec center and they can play with some of the toys there, and Caroline can get out of the house a little bit. She does a lot from home. You know, she focuses a lot on raising the boys and working on her novels. So being able to take her out and be out in the world is a good thing for all of them. So they're just sitting here talking. Communication was something that Lucas was struggling a little bit. So Caroline is really working on talking with him, telling him stories, trying to engage that imaginative part of him, but also trying to get him to be more social and communicate better. And so Caroline has started to read him a story. Leo is napping over in the infant area while she's doing it. We know that Lucas loves books, so coming anywhere where he can get exposed to new books and hear new stories, he is very much all about. But they're all getting kind of tired, so it's time now to head back home. Shayla is back, and Caroline wants to know how the exam went. All right, they are all back, not in the greatest of shape. Lucas is hungry, so let's have him come get something to eat. Leo is really tired, so Caroline is going to put him down. And Shayla is really angry. From losing oh, it's because of their fear of unfulfilled dreams. But did they pass? They did not pass the lawyer's exam, apparently. Okay, so maybe they need to go and try it again. So Shayla did not pass the first time, but they were given another opportunity to work on it. So they're going off to try again. Caroline feels really bad. I think she's feeling a little bit guilty because, you know, she wants Shayla to do really well. And I think maybe she's feeling like, oh no, I've had asked too much of them from raising the kids. And, you know, maybe they weren't able to focus enough, but that's not it. Shayla, you know, knows that a lot of people don't pass it the first time. So they're okay going and taking it again. But I think Caroline is feeling pretty bad. Oh no. Caroline is feeling uncomfortable because she was bitten by the infant. Ouch. It's a natural part of development for babies to start biting, but ouch, that really, really hurts. I think when she was breastfeeding, Leo, he maybe bit her a little bit. Right, Shayla is back home and has passed the law exam. However, they're feeling kind of angry because they have this fear of unfulfilled dreams. So Shayla has talked it over with Caroline and is feeling a lot better about things. Their fear of unfulfilled dreams is gone, but now they want to have a child. So we're gonna pin that want because I was thinking that Caroline and Shayla would try for another baby and see about maybe they might be able to get a girl. Lucas ages up into a child tomorrow in game, and then Leo will be a toddler on Monday. So it does seem like an ideal time for them to potentially try for another baby. And so I think with that in mind, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here. That way when we come back, we'll be able to have them try for baby. Lucas will age up into a child and things will hopefully get a little bit easier. And then Leo will be a toddler and then they'll be in a better place to have another kid. I think they just need things to move on a little bit. They're feeling kind of overwhelmed with the number of children. And they're like, they want another child, but they need a minute to just kind of let them finish growing up. So in the next episode, we will plan on that. Let me know your thoughts on that in the comments down below and them going for and trying for another baby. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!